this is Mato. In this video I will show you the game between Zhivtsov and Mikhail Botvinnik. This game was played in Moscow in 1943. 1943. Zhivtsov had white pieces and he started with d4. Botvinnik played d5. c4, queen's gambit. Declined. Knight to c3 and Botvinnik played c6, semi-Slav defense. Knight to f3, knight to f6, bishop to g5, pinning the knight. And Botvinnik captured the pawn on c4. e4, threatening e5, and also bishop takes pawn on c4. Botvinnik defended the pawn. By the way, this variation of semi-Slav defense which Botvinnik is playing is called Botvinnik system. e5, attacking the knight. The knight is pinned. h6, attacking the bishop. Bishop to h4. g5. Knight takes on g5. Pawn takes knight. Bishop takes pawn, pinning the knight again. Knight from b to d7. Queen to f3, threatening queen takes on c6. Defending. Pawn takes knight. Queen to b6. Threat is c5, attacking the queen. Queen to e3. Botvinnik castled queenside, and Zhivtsov castled queenside too. Queen to a5, threatening b4, and after knight moves, queen takes pawn on a2. King to b1, knight to b6, h4. The pawn on h4 is dreaming of becoming a queen one day. b4, attacking the knight. Knight to e4, c5. This is making the room for the bishop on d5. Pawn is pinned. What happens if pawn takes? Pawn, then rook takes on d1. So in the game we have f3, c3, and Zhivtsov played bishop to e2. What happens if pawn takes pawn? If b takes on c3, then b takes on c3, and now if queen takes on c3, what would you do? Black to move. Then bishop takes on e4 check, removing the defender of white queen. After pawn takes bishop, queen takes queen. Can white do better? If after check, king goes to b2 to defend the queen, then knight to a4 is winning. And if instead of taking with the queen, knight takes on c3, then check, and after king to c2, pawn takes pawn on d4 is winning. Okay, so we have bishop to e2, bishop to d5, threatening queen takes on a2, a3, knight to a4. Here comes the knight to give more headache to white king. D takes on c5. Black has a good choice of moves. What would you do? Perhaps this is the best move. Pawn on a3 is also falling. So right here Botvinnik didn't play the strongest move. He played bishop takes on c5, knight takes on c5, knight takes knight, and white captured the pawn on c3. That was a better move. What is better than pawn takes pawn? Well, rook to c1 is better, lining the rook with black king. And after king to b7, rook from h to d1, and white would fight for much longer. After b takes on c3, b takes on c3, and suddenly white king is too vulnerable. Zhivtsov played rook to d3. How would you continue to attack on white king. Queen to b5 is good, but perhaps Botvinnik played this already earlier, so it really doesn't matter. Queen to b6 check, because queen is coming to b2. King to c1. Now queen to b2 check. King to d1. Knight takes rook, bishop takes knight. It is black to move. Black played the move and white resigned. This is the move. Zhivtsov resigned in view of this continuation. King to e1. Perhaps there are other ways to win, but this is the simplest one, with exchanging the queens. Queen to d2. Queen takes queen. Pawn takes queen check. And after king takes, well, king to e2 is not better because of this move. And after rook takes, bishop takes, king takes, rook takes. So after king takes on d2, bishop to c4. If rook to c1, rook takes on d3 check, and after say king to e1, rook to d4, and black is a piece up. That is why Zhivtsov resigned in this position. This game was played during the Second World War. Interesting, isn't it? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.